I share with women about the history we have with money. And it's not, we obviously focus on the woo as well. So we don't want to dwell there. We don't want to put all our focus on, oh, look, woe us, our history. But the reason I do it is rather just to say, look, it wasn't until the 1960s, 1970s that women could open up a bank account in their own name without having a male co-signer. It was something like the 1980s that the women in the US could even get a business loan in their own name. And, even a lot of the products that we looked at around investing, they're all relatively new. So the ability for women to even have the freedom to sit down and open up their own bank account, have the right to have control over their own finances, and to even start building wealth on their own, like, we're still only talking about one generation. It's not that long ago. And the reason I share this is for more women just to give themselves a break. It's like, if you don't have your finances sorted, or if you don't know how to invest or build wealth, like, cool, you're amongst many. And it was set up for you not to have that freedom or that confidence. So just give yourself a break. And, if you're feeling anxiety come up, like, we can take you through a little tapping session beforehand just to help regulate your nervous system, to chill out. But even beyond that, just to remind yourself, you even sitting down, and if all you get to do is open your bank account and figure out what's been going in and out, that's a massive step forward in itself. And we never dismiss those smaller milestones either on that journey to wealth creation, because looking at our history, we get to see, oh, I wasn't set up for this to be different. This was actually how it was meant to be for me, but I'm changing that. And I think from that point of view, women can feel really empowered and confident and proud of themselves to be like, you know what? History of women money has been crap. We're writing a new first story, and that's where I'm going to put my focus now. I'm stepping up. I'm moving forward. I'm making changes, even if it's step by step, small milestones along the way. And so just that little mindset shift of it's not me. I'm going to lift this shame off me, this fear, this anxiety, all of it, put it somewhere else, wherever it belongs, because it's not on me, and move forward from that place of love for themselves.
So there's a little bit of that subconscious programming that comes into this generationally, let alone whatever stories that we are adopting from our own upbringing to create our relationship with money. So not only is it our parents' relationship with money and our family relationship with money, it is the greater conscious, subconscious programming, and not even just your individual subconscious programming. It's that bigger picture, which even, I've spoken with other people, another woman who calls herself a witch too. And I said, we had this whole conversation of the fear of stepping into spirituality and the whole term of witch, because there's this whole generational curse with it. We fear that. So what you're saying is there's this huge, almost like a curse, we're afraid of being burned at the stake if you're a witch type of thing that's so deeply inbred in us women. And then on top of it, you're going to add in your family dynamics, which just adds so many different layers to the story.
Yeah, 100%. It's really interesting actually, because just the other day, someone had written oh, the witches are our enemy. And I just had to laugh, because I was clearly misunderstood what we stand for, which is more about understanding the subconscious mind, how we create a reality around us, and how we up level, improve, harmonize that relationship with money that we have. But there's also part of it, when we look at some of the limitations that have been put on women in the past, there's something for me that's very empowering about bringing women together in circle, in community together, and then to talk about money. And to have that we're going to claim that we're wealthy witches. We're standing in our power, we're connected, we're in tune, and we're actually managing and controlling and building our wealth. For me, that is a real sense of empowerment, and standing in that, I'm taking back control. I may not have had this before. My ancestors may not have had this opportunity, but I do, and I'm going to own that. So it's a very empowering feeling for how I see it anyway.